Welcome everybody to the Brenchpreneur channel, and yes, I know I'm almost 3 weeks late on another upload, but it's all gravy because in this video I'm going to give you guys an update on my MatchX M.2 Pro Supreme Ultra Hall of Famer multi-coin miner. Now before we get into this video, go down in the description below, get some free stocks, get some free crypto, use all my referral links down in the description, get some free money. And now, let's get into the video. Firstly, what is an M.2 Pro Miner Supreme Mega? This is a multi-coin miner launched by the MatchX Foundation. This miner lets you mine MXC token, DHX token, and the legendary Bitcoin. Now, what I wanted to tell you guys is that I'm finally able to mine Bitcoin on my miner, and I have been mining Bitcoin on this miner since the 15th of this month. Now, today it's currently the 24th. So my miner has been mining for 9 days so far, and I want to show you guys how much I've been making per day. Now, before you're able to even mine Bitcoin, you first have to buy and lock 6,000 MXC tokens in the DataDash app. That way you can unlock the Bitcoin mining feature. Now, at the time I did that, MXC was worth about 5 cents. So to get 6,000 of them things, it cost me about $312. Now, to send it over, because it is an ERC20 token, it cost me about $40 between $60 to get it sent over. And you know, that's always not a thing we want to do. But when dealing with ERC20 tokens, it's unavoidable. So you just gotta suck it up and deal with it. So like I said, I started mining on the 15th and today is the 24th. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. Now currently I've only earned 0.00015046 Bitcoin on this miner. And with the current prices of Bitcoin, that's only worth about $7.63. Divided by 9 days, it only equals about 84 cents per day. Now, the mining period for mining Bitcoin on the MatchX miner is about 9 months. So again, if you do the math, by September 15th, if the prices were to stay the same, and if you do the math correctly, that's about 270 days. You should come out with $266.80 in Bitcoin. Now, we all know by that time next year, Bitcoin is most definitely probably gonna be double of what it's worth right now. But for the calculation's sake and for rough estimates sake, we're just gonna say that the price is gonna stay the same. That way our calculations can. So at the end of that 9 months, if the price of MXC stays the same and the price of Bitcoin stays the same, which they're not, they're definitely gonna go up, I will not only get my $312 back in MXC, I'll also have a nice little $266. Now, of course, all these numbers go up for every miner you have. So if you have 2 MatchX miners, you're gonna have to multiply by 2. For example, if prices were to stay the same and somebody who had 4 miners, at the end of the 9 months, they will come back with $1,067. Now, we all know Bitcoin's gonna go up. I keep saying it because we all know it's gonna go up. Now, while out of all the Bitcoin miners, this is not the most profitable. However, it is the most efficient, not only because you can mine other tokens on it, but because of the electricity cost. Let me give you guys a good example. This screenshot is from ASIC Miner Value. These are all the miners that are technically in the same range as the MatchX miner. The closest miner is the Dragon Mint T1 miner, which you can't even buy that anywhere. Same thing with the T2 Terminator. You can't even buy that anywhere anymore. In order for it to even come close to the MatchX miner, you would have to have virtually no electricity costs whatsoever. And that's just impossible with the ASIC miner. On top of that, you have all the noise, the heat, and the fact that it could break down because they're not making new units of these miners. These are all going to be used. You don't know if it's going to be faulty, if somebody's going to sell you some that's going to mine for an hour and then crash. I have an ASIC miner just like that. So factoring in that electricity cost and the inconvenience cost on your brain, the MatchX miner outweighs the ASIC miner in these categories. Now, of course, you have the high, top-notch ASIC miners that the MatchX doesn't even come close. It's just it has to use this multi-token functionality to even compete with those guys. The MatchX miner is a superior miner compared to these older ASIC miners. Now, we all know that the miner is currently mining 3 tokens at one time. The DHX Bitcoin, of course, and of course the MXC miner. Now, the problem with the MXC miner before, like I said in previous videos, is that you can't really use those MXC tokens because it lowers the health score, which translates to lower mining capability, and that's just not good for business. We need those MXC tokens so that way we can break even. Now, the only way that I found on this miner, of course, to get some form of significant income is the DHX mining. Now, of course, knowing the MXC miner, you gotta lock and bond different coins and all that jazz. So yeah, it's gonna cost you. But the best way to do this is, of course, mining DHX. Now, to mine DHX, you have to bond DHX token by first buying it, sending it over to DataDash, buying MXC and then locking it in the Data Dash app, and then and only then are you able to mine the HX token. Now there's a neat little feature in the Data Dash app that lets you do some calculations to see how much money you can make. So we have this screen recording here, and I'm going to enter an amount. So I'm not going to really show you guys how much I have because I feel like that'd be a waste of time. So if you have 10,000 MXC tokens locked, and we're going to do the 24-month duration, that way you get a 40% mining boost. You got one miner. Now let's see what we got. So you will have 28,000 M power, and the amount of DHX you will need to bond in order to maximize the amount of MXC you have locked is 2.52, and that will earn you 0.04 DHX per day. Now this doesn't seem very profitable, so let's increase the numbers. Now again, let's keep in mind MXC is worth 5 cents. So let's get to a relevant number. 1 million MXC tokens. You will need 216.24 DHX tokens in order to maximize, and your daily earnings will be 3 DHX tokens. 3 DHX tokens per day after buying 1 million MXC tokens and buying 216 DHX tokens. Now that's a lot of money right there.
That's a lot of money.
Because the DHX token is going to cost you a little bit over $1,000 to acquire. But in order to get 1 million MXC tokens, it's going to cost you, with the current price of 5 cents, $50,000 in order to maximize that. So you have about $52,000 that you would have to invest in order to maximize 1 million tokens, just to get about $12-13 per day mining the MXC token. That's a lot of money right there, guys. I don't know about all that right there. But the choice is yours and the choice is mine. For every miner you have, the longer period of time you lock your MXC token, the more you will earn. Now, in my opinion, I think it's worth the investment. On that same token, I have other crypto mining projects that I'm in as well. So it can be a hindrance for those just to increase this. But it's a lot of things to it. So that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. I'm going to come to you guys with more updates about my DPR mining, HNT mining, other mining projects that I plan on getting into and showing you guys. Please stay tuned, and thank you for subscribing in advance. This has been Birchpreneur, and I am out of here.